Light's good. Headlight's good. Bright. Good afternoon, everybody. Car biker here. Just fill up the bike and nearly squishing a bee. I had a bee sat on my seat. I was just about to swing my leg over and I saw this bee sat there. I'm glad I didn't sit on it. Don't think it would have lasted long with me sat on it. This is all new. Not a roundabout anymore, but people are still treating it as one. I don't know if it's going to be a roundabout again, but it's not at the minute. Anyway, I was reading an interesting little snippet today in Bike magazine. Not a full article, just one of those side panel bits by their legal guy. I think he's a solicitor who specialises in motoring law and bikes particularly. And he was talking about cameras. And he was saying he's got a camera, quite hidden one, on his bike, so he can record what's going on in case of an accident. And he's saying about a friend of his who's got a camera on his helmet. I think he prefers a hidden away one because the police are unlikely to see it, and they do have the power to seize your camera and the footage if they think that you've been doing something that you shouldn't have been, so they can check it. And he was talking about cameras in general and saying that he thought they were a good thing for recording accidents, but not to submit the evidence or submit the video as evidence if you were in the wrong, of course. But he was also talking about people putting video up on YouTube, and it reminded me of the chap, I think most people have probably seen it, the guy who was going down the Cat and Fiddle rather enthusiastically and got it wrong and ended up going through a wire fence and down a bit of a hill and binning his bike, and luckily he was okay. And it was all over the news, of course. It was that thing that you get on the news of, here's a picture of one biker doing something wrong, therefore all bikers are idiots, kind of thing that you get, as opposed to when it's one car driver doing something wrong, in which case it's, look at this one car driver doing something wrong, isn't he an idiot? Funny that, isn't it? Anyway, that's not the point of this. The bit that was quite interesting was, if you put your videos on YouTube, the police can use that against you, and this guy who crashed his bike on the Cat and Fiddle has now been, like the way they're rolling forward while looking that way, has now been charged. And I don't know what the outcome of that, probably there has been an outcome, probably got some points or a ban or whatever it might be, but on the back of his YouTube video he's been charged with whatever offence they've decided to charge him with. Reckless or dangerous driving, I don't know. And the guy in the magazine was pointing out that this can happen. So if you go around posting things to YouTube of you doing illegal things, dangerous things, whatever it might be, the police can get you. And he was saying as well that the police don't have to have your number plate to get you. They can do it by all sorts of different things. So they can track you down through your YouTube account. And to prove it was you riding the bike, they're employing techniques such as looking at the video and looking at reflections in your screen or in your instruments So a reflection in your speedo of the gear you're wearing apparently can be enough to identify you and convict you. That's quite an interesting one. If you want to read it, it's in Bike Magazine. It's in the September 2014 edition. Can't remember what page it's on, but it was on the right hand side of a spread that was to do with something else. I just wondered what your thoughts were on that. I thought it was quite an interesting one that you could get caught in such a way. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll leave you now, but before I do, I shall show you the clip of the bee, assuming that it came out on camera, of course. Enjoy. Well, I'm glad I didn't sit down. Come on, Mr. B. You can't live there. Go on. Go on. Oh. Go on. You can't go for a ride. Come on. Off you get. That's it. I think it's cold. Yip 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 yip. Yip 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 yip. So, thank you for watching. Ride safe, everyone, and I'll talk to you all again soon.